this is Arunava Chaudhuri, and you are on my YouTube channel, Arunfoot. Today, I want to talk about the All India Football Federation, the national body of football in India, and there is some nervousness, some turmoil around the body once again. They had an executive committee meeting on Saturday, and certain decisions were announced. Amongst others, Manolo Marquez is the new head coach of the Indian national team, while Anil Kumar Prabhakaran has been appointed as the new Secretary General of the Federation, while acting Secretary General Satyanarayan becomes the Deputy Secretary General. So restructuring at the top, and it seems a lot of people were not aware. The president and certain people in the leadership positions have been creating a number of committees to take decisions, to take on key areas of what to do with football in India. And for example, the national team coach role is one of those. A special committee was created. Baichung Bhutia has resigned from the technical committee, stating that the technical committee was not even consulted in the search of a new national team coach, which of course then raises the question, why do you have a technical committee? And I raised this question a few weeks ago where I said, when that special committee was created, there are people in positions who, I don't know, do they have the technical know-how and the understanding to appoint a national team coach or even make a suggestion on that point? And it seems like that process was not followed. The AIFF created a very, very nice document with requirements that coaches need to fulfill to showcase that they fulfill the criteria to be eligible to be potentially the Indian national team coach. A short list of 17 coaches was created and then a short list of 3. But it seems like that certain coaches were also approached by the federation. So did it follow due process? That's one. Then there's the question of secretary. Now, not for the first time, this new leadership of the AIFF has appointed a secretary without what I call due process. If you look back in 2010, when the earlier secretary, Kushal Das, was appointed, there was a proper process in place. People could apply for the job. People were invited for job interviews. You could present your views. What would you bring onto the table? And then Kushal Das was picked to be the secretary. In 2022, that was not done. There were backdoor deals done to ensure that certain people got certain positions. Now, the next question comes up, how does someone who is part of the EXCO representing Kerala suddenly become the Secretary General of the All India Football Federation, again, without an interview process? This seems to have aggravated certain members of the EXCO. There is a certain level of unhappiness. Certain EXCO members have clearly stated that also. And there seems to be sort of decision-making from the top. There's no clarity on what decisions are taken, how and why. Allegations of corruption, of course, have been around with the AIFF since this new structure has been there since 2022. And nobody of the people who have been involved in the last 2 years have actually been able to clearly state, listen, no, there was no corruption or there is no wrongdoing within the federation. And there are, with all the problems in the All India Football Federation, there are good people in the executive committee, in the general body. Now, the IFA has come forward and is talking about how someone from Gujarat is being put in as a replacement for the gentleman from Kerala, while stating, hey, why don't you do an open process? Let's do a vote, as it should be, to put in a new member into the executive committee. Leadership is always, as I say, one of the most important things in Indian football. And there are a lot of questions that need to be asked around the All India Football Federation. Again, it's not only the All India Football Federation. Other stakeholders are also not doing what they need to do for the development of Indian football. But this current, turmoil, let's call it what it is, around the AIFF is not a good sign. Certain people in the EXCO are threatening to resign from committees because they say there is no value to be part of a committee. And nobody's clear how decisions are being taken, how people are not consulted in regard to these decisions, and why the expertise which does exist within the All India Football Federation is not taken into account. Again, the AIFF has a lot of tough tasks ahead of it, especially what happens to the contract with FSDL. Does it run out next year? What then happens to the ISL? What happens? 50 crore come in directly from FSDL into the coffers of the AIFF. But again, How much money does Reliance really spend on the ISL? How do you do that? How do you keep that system running? A lot of questions to be asked to the All India Football Federation. And I always hope for better times, and I hope it also comes at the All India Football Federation. Let me know, guys, what you think. What are the issues? What are the problems around the federation? And as always, like this video, share this video, subscribe to Arunfoot here on YouTube, on my other social medias. Visit also arunfoot.com, and I'll be back very, very soon. So Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye for now.